the first card you have coming into the read is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is very much an energy of passion, but not leading with passion. So this talks about wanting to find passion, or you may have passion for somebody, existing, or somebody from the past. And when I say existing, I mean like present in your, present life right now. But the King of Cups talks about, more than anything, you guys have me choked up for some reason. It's really weird. All of a sudden I started to read and I was like, I'm choked up and I feel like I have a lot to say, but at the same time, I feel like I should be quiet. And I don't know. So your energy is kind of very, like an excitement of, I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. But at the same time, I don't want to like ruffle any feathers. Does that make sense? So again, the King of Cups talks about practicing emotional control, opening up your heart, showing compassion to those around you, but not letting your feelings sway your intuition or sway you in a direction that maybe isn't working for you. So in essence, this goes very well with the sea otter and talking about, look, you can love somebody to all eternity, but if they're not treating you right, or if you guys don't click, or there's constant fighting, then there's something to be said with that. And the King of Cups is you realizing something's not working, whether it's past or whether it's something that's going on future-wise, meeting new people. Maybe it's almost as if you're trying to, it's the round peg in a square hole, or however you want to say it, to where you're trying to find the person who would be a very good puzzle piece for you. And you've in the past, you have placated people, even when you knew that maybe they weren't treating you right, or even when you knew that you deserve something much better. So this is talking about you're now very like eyes wide open, very aware of the fact that your old habits, die hard. Okay. The next card you have is how you're feeling coming into the month. And you have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is celebration, wanting to get to know people, wanting to hang out with friends, meet new people, make new friends, new acquaintances, new lovers. In your mind, again, I said there's this energy that's very static right now, Leo, for you guys, in the sense of meeting people, or, even if that's online dating and having phone calls, during everything we're all going through, we might actually have to pick up the phone occasionally and have those long 2-3 hour conversations, right? But the Three of Cups is you wanting to feel good. There's been some sort of lull or some sort of, why isn't working out, whether it's with this past person, whether it's with future person. For some of you, you're just like, I haven't even been trying it at all. But now, especially here in the US, the holidays are coming up, different things. And you're done with the lull. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to find something amazing. But you're understanding, like I said, with the Sea Otter, or with the King of Cups, that maybe you've been looking at it all rose-colored glasses. Does that make sense? Like when I said old habits die hard, you're used to compromising on things that you should not be compromising on, Leo. The next card you have is your distant past, over your past 5-10 years throughout your childhood, and you have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is anxiety. So there's definitely something from the past lingering, whether it's a person, a situation. This could be all the way back to your past to, growing up and watching parents divorce or lie, or, substance abuse. There's been something that for a lot of you, and not everybody, but for a lot of you, that you have realized has come to the surface in a lot of your relationships. And that may be why maybe there's codependency here. There could be a string of, you allow somebody to stick around longer than they should because, you went through parents who got divorced, or you went through this, that, and the other. So your heart is, I work on this and I work hard at this. But again, you can't, this is, if they act like a duck, they quack like a duck, they're a duck. And so there's no changing anybody but yourself. And it's almost as if some of you just hit this, you just had this like aha moment, this awakening moment all of a sudden where you're going, holy crap, I continue to date the same people, or I continue to compromise on things that I'm just not willing to compromise on anymore. So the Knight of Swords is anxiety. It's a very mentally challenging position. And this is, I feel, you overcoming everything and changing your outlook on how you're going to go about dating, on whether you're going to let this person back in for the 8th time, 9th time. You're really striving to move forward, to release a lot of what you've been dealing with before. Then the next card you have is your immediate past, for the past few months, past few weeks, and you have the 10 of Cups. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is you going, okay, I know what I want. So now I've had the same scenario a few times, maybe with the same person or maybe with different people, different relationships. So something's not working. They're very strongly telling me that this is you saying, no, I'm changing things up. I'm not going the same route this time. I'm going to there's going to be big changes in who and what type of people I let into my life, because the 10 of Cups is joy, peace, family. This is saying, I want all of the above. I want everything. Some of you don't want kids. Some of you want to adopt for a baby. Some of you don't want to get married. Some of you want a lifelong partnership. It doesn't matter, to each his own, whatever is comfortable, whatever you're looking for. But this right here shows that you can have it, and you've come to peace with yourself and come to grips with situations that you, again, have allowed to stay in your energy for too long. And now you're starting to say, okay, I know what I want. So I am determined that I'm going to find it. But I'm going to be more practical, less emotional when it comes to letting this person in. The next card you have is your distant future. So the next few months, and you have the Knight of Wands. So this is charging forward. The Knight of Wands is a very energetic, daring energy. This is you saying, look, I am waving the freedom flag. Like, for some of you, this is releasing the past, releasing a lot of energy from the past, maybe not just one person, but maybe a lot of people, charging forward, ready to find something new, something expansive, ready to find love, but in a way that's fair to you, in a way that is no longer sucking your energy dry, no longer pulling you down. This is the Knight of Wands, who is, like I said, daring, compassionate, ready to just charge forward. And over the next few months, that's where you're going, Leo. You're charging forward and not back. Right now, anyways, I don't see anything of the past necessarily returning. And for some of you, that energy has just been in and out so much that this transformation may not include them anymore, because you're realizing nothing's changing. The next card you have is over the next month or so throughout November, and you have the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, you guys are gung-ho. You're ready. You're ready for something big. You have the 10 of Pentacles here and the 10 of Cups here, so 10s could be a big number for you. But in between it, you have this charging forward to your destiny, to what you want. The 10 of Pentacles is legacy. This is, till death do us part, or growing old, like cleaning each other's dentures, or you get my point. The 10 of Pentacles is literally solidifying everything you want for the rest of your life, okay, where love is concerned anyways. This is saying, I'm looking for that person that we are going to have generations together. We are going to, even if you're not going to have kids, even if it's more of, this is a lifelong partner. The 10 of Pentacles is very much a loyalty bound legacy, meaning, over a long period of time, not just, a blip on the map. The next card you have is anything tangible throughout the month. It could be the beginning, middle, end. And you have the 4 of Pentacles. Now, the 4 of Pentacles is very much not necessarily greedy energy, although it can be reflected as greedy. This is more of a possessive energy. So you're fighting your head and your heart here, especially with the King of Cups coming out, because here, there may be somebody that you're interested in, Leo, but you've been holding yourself back. You're not willing to share your heart chakras. You're not willing to share your coins, so to speak, with this person yet, because you're still, you feel as though before you've been misled, or you've trusted easily and then got burnt. And the Four of Pentacles is you saying, when I know, when it's this legacy person, when I feel this peace and joy, I will release the coins. I will release, I will release the secret weapon. Oh my gosh. I just watched that movie like 2 weeks ago, and now I hear that lady's voice going, we release the secret weapon. Anyways, literally this is it, where you will then feel empowered to love on this person and dote on this person, because it's going to be reciprocated. And for some of you, it's going to be reciprocated more than it has been in a long, long time with a few different people. Again, it feels like you've gone through certain cycles with different people, but in the end, the cycle ends up being similar. The next card you have is anything you're going to feel throughout the month. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Exactly what I was talking about, the doting part. This is a maternal, paternal energy. You could have kids. This other person could have kids, etc. This is a fresh energy. This is somebody new coming in. You could have somebody on the back burner, because I do feel like there's kind of a tying of loose ends with somebody, or maybe you guys just haven't communicated. There's no connection, and you're closing on, you're transforming on yourself on your own, realizing that nothing's going to change in this past relationship. Because then you have the Queen of Pentacles, and like I said, very maternal, paternal energy, but also very generous. However, reciprocal to people who treat them that way. So this is somebody, Leo, who's going to have to put some work and energy and time and effort into getting your attention and keeping it. But once they do, it's like this outpouring from you of that love. And here you go. Leo, you have the Strength card coming in, which is your card. The Strength card, whenever I see a sign come up in their own read, it's fantastic, because this means they are organically starting to figure out what they want, and they're not willing to sacrifice or compromise. Like compromise is something that you guys seem to have been doing a lot, where, well, I don't really care for that type of behavior, or, he or she's not always really nice, or, they seem to have like some issues going, whatever the case may be. But there's always been an excuse for, well, it'll get better, it'll change. It's not always going to be like that. But this is you having the strength and the self-belief to know when enough is enough, and then to know, should I stay or should I go? Yes, that song is now going to play in my head. The next card you have is the Outcome card, which is the Ace of Swords, clarity, logic, power. This is exactly it. You have the power and you have the clarity right now, because then you have the Eight of Swords here, and the Eight of Swords is self-imprisonment. Leo, you're between a rock and a hard place. You're tossing and turning on, should I stay, should I go? Should I release the ex, or should I bring something new in? And on top of that, you're very blocked in the fact, like the Four of Pentacles that I was talking about, that you don't want a rerun. You are not into reruns. You're not into part 2, into part 3, into part 4. You are looking for the real deal. And the Eight of Swords says that just make sure that now you're not doing the opposite, where before you were, giving this person a chance and another chance and whatnot. Make sure you're not now keeping yourself imprisoned, tied up, metaphorically speaking, unless you're kinky and that's something you're into, but which, hey, no judgment zone here. The Eight of Swords, though, is you keeping yourself entrapped because either you're too afraid to find the new because of past experiences, and which nobody blames you, or, if it is a past situation, you do want to go back to it, you're feeling a sense of the past will repeat itself. So the Moon card is confusion. This is being in the middle of, the woods, and your only light is the moon. And you can't tell if that's a bear in front of you that can eat your feet or a boulder you can walk around. So the Moon card is very confusing, okay? Because it literally talks about a sense of I don't know which way do I go? Which path do I take? But they're telling me whatever path you take is the best path for you. You have the Six of Swords here, which is leaving a situation behind. I really do feel, Leo, for a lot of you, this is not a reconciliation that's coming anytime soon. In fact, this is you branching out for the first time in a long time and not turning back, not looking back. You used to look back all the time, or you used to, if they text you or call you, okay, I'll take the call. Okay, I'll give in and I'll talk. But for some of you, this is seriously cutting off the energy and not going back, because the Six of Swords is abandoning. It's retreating. It's saying, bye, Felicia. See you. Have a nice life. It's also travel. So it could just be vacation or travel. Maybe you're going to be traveling, but Leo, there's something big here coming for you with this Ten of Pentacles energy twice. Again, that legacy energy. This is that forever energy. So I really do think that there's somebody new coming in. Now, your oracle card closing out is patronage. Okay. And this is sometimes people have a hard time accepting charity. They let pride get into the way. So I think that's very interesting, because patronage talks about you're not living for charity. You're not living for a handout. And here it's like you're too nervous to give of yourself because you're having a hard time receiving, because you're going to actually start meeting people who support you. You're going to actually start meeting people who, you're going to start meeting people who you're grateful for and who actually treat you like, who actually treat you, it's a 50-50 or 100%. They put in 100%, you put in 100%. So it's very interesting, because the patronage card is saying, why not let somebody compliment you? Why not let them spoil you a little bit? It's very interesting, because that makes some of you very uncomfortable, because I just got a very uncomfortable feeling. Well, I mean, I don't want to, that costs money. And those flowers, come on, Leo, if they want you, let them spoil the heck out of you. If they want to convince you, or if you're feeling the need for a little bit more of a convincing, like need to see that they're actually working towards this, need to see that they're actually listening to what you say, all of the above, then just let it be, Leo. Enjoy it. You have been so consumed by what's good for everybody else that you need to be like, you need to hold out for somebody who does that and puts the work in for Leo. So you have somebody, again, it may take a few tries here, but with these 10 of Pentacles, you have somebody coming in, and this is somebody who will literally be listening to your every last word, paying attention to what you say, what you think, how you feel, and remembering it, and actually